So what is a manifestation anyway? You manifest the car in your garage. Oh, that's a manifestation. I can punch my hand softly into the delicate side of it. It doesn't make the same sound when I punch it today that it did when I was a teenager. But it's real. I can feel it. I can feel the materialism of it. That's a manifestation, Abraham. Or my lover coming to me, that's a manifestation. And we say, we agree. Manifestation is all of that. But manifestation, we would like you to begin to regard manifestation as what's happening with you in the moment. As Esther and Barbara were coming through the airport in San Diego, they came to the security check, and it seemed to be all blocked up. It was a small one, but it was still not moving. And the nice man, they were in the flyby lane at Southwest, and so they just sort of sailed by a lot of people. But then they came to the place, and the man took Barbara's and let her through, and then went like this to Esther. And Esther said, oh, no, you have to let me go with her, because she has to help me with my stuff. Because Esther has 14 things in her carry-on bag that all have to be taken out and inspected carefully because they are dangerous things. And then Barbara said to him, oh, please let me go without her. And Esther said, oh, please don't let her go without me. And the man began to laugh, and he let Esther through. And then looked at the people behind Esther and went like, my hands are tied. These are powerful women. And now they are in the line that is not moving because, as the man told them, there was an eagle eye on the security camera, and she was checking for everything. And Esther thought, oh, that's wonderful. But then Esther had taken everything out of her bag, and so there was no worry about it. And so they went through, and Esther was really proud of herself because she had packed so carefully and unpacked so carefully. And so she sailed right through. But then Barbara's bag had to go back for a check because there was a bottle of water in it. And Esther is laughing because Barbara is the one who is counseling her on how to fly, and she has a bottle of water, a forbidden bottle of water, because everyone knows how dangerous water can be. You could wet someone's face with water. And so Esther is laughing because Barbara has been caught with her water, and Barbara is laughing because Barbara has been caught with her water. And the man offers to let them step outside and drink it as if it mattered. You can go back and start again if this water matters to you. And now they're all laughing. And then he takes her bag back through, runs it through again. And when he came back with the bag, Barbara is sitting at a table, putting her shoes on. And the man walked to another table. And Barbara said, wrong table. And he said, no, you're at the wrong table. And Barbara said, no, you're at the wrong table. And he said, no, you're at the wrong table. And then he went to the table where Barbara was. And now they're all laughing. And then he took the bag back through, ran it through again, and told her he needed to check it one more time. And both Barbara and Esther looked at him in surprise and amazement, and he said, gotcha. And as they moved on through, they couldn't stop laughing, and Esther couldn't stop noticing the amazing fun that they had had at a place that is usually no fun at all. In other words, that's a manifestation. It's a manifestation. What you're living in any moment is a manifestation. Manifestations surrounding you. The people you meet, manifestations. The way they play with you or not, manifestations. The way you feel as you move through your day, manifestations. Your life is unfolding, manifestation, 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 manifestation. And it keeps moving. Have you noticed? There it went again, there it went again, there it went again, there it went again, there it went again. So you have constant personal control over the manifestation of your moment. And what trips you up often is you're looking long term where you have not enough power or not enough clarity, and letting the future, to which you have not enough answers right now readily available to you, concern you, where if you would just be present in the moment and be aware of the manifestation that's happening now and adjust your vibration accordingly. In other words, that little bit of fun got more fun started, and now they come to a place where there are two seats but not together. And what's sitting in the seat between the seats is a magazine and a cell phone. And so Esther is thinking, well, I'll sit on this side of the magazine and the cell phone, and Barbara can sit on the other side of the magazine and the cell phone. But Barbara is thinking, that's ridiculous. I'm going to move the magazine and the cell phone. So she did what Esther thought was a forbidden thing. She touched someone else's things and moved it to another seat and explained to the man who had told them that someone had been sitting there, well, now he sits here. And then a great, big, gruff-looking man comes walking across from Starbucks, and Esther thinks, I'm going to the bathroom. I don't want any part of this. And as he comes to his telephone, which has clearly been moved, Barbara said, we moved you. And he said, you were so gentle, I didn't even feel it. And Esther began to realize that now the momentum of fun was started. There was no ending to what the day was going to provide. In other words, you just can't get into a place where you're feeling good, where you're loving the people of your planet, where the people who want to play with you are coming to you. You just can't get on that sort of vibrational roll without acknowledging these are manifestations. And what we want to call your attention to is that the most significant manifestation of all, have you been listening to us for a while? Some of you have for a very long while. And have you heard us say? Yes, you've heard us say on endless occasions, because we say it every time we get together with you. We say it several times every opportunity we have. Everything that everyone wants or ever has wanted or ever will want is because they believe they will feel better in the having of it. They believe they will have a good feeling emotional response in the receiving of this other thing that they think they want. And what we want to convince you of is that what you want is the emotion. What you want is the good feeling. The other stuff's just the justification that you give for having it. In other words, I want prosperity because I will feel better, and I want a lover because I will feel better, and I want this because I will feel better. I want everything that I want because I believe I will feel better in the having of it, and I believe I will not feel good in the absence of it. But it is the emotion that is the primary manifestation. Hear that. Your emotion is your primary manifestation. And if you can hear that, if you can leave with that today, if you can know it in the way we know it, then you will have control of the only manifestation that matters, which is the way you feel. And when you get control of that one, you've got control of every other manifestation.